Hello, dogs, and welcome to World Peace Simulator. Now, that's exactly what the game implies. I've played a few countries on this game. I've played Canada, I've played Germany, I've played France, and I've played Indonesia. And so, what this game is you play as the Illuminati. Yes, Illuminati confirmed, I know. I'm gonna have a lot of memes in the comments section today. So, anyways, you play as the Illuminati and you take over one of these countries. Each color represents a difficulty. Like red, the redder it is, the more difficult it is. The greener it is, the easier it is. I've been playing all easy countries like Indonesia and France and Germany to get used to the gameplay. But now I am ready to go for something a little more difficult. I think I'm going to go with... You know what? Let's go with Brazil. I don't care, Sam Gladiator. So, anyways, first off, let's slow down the game. Okay, so this is World War III. You have your power, which is up here, which is the hand holding the red marker. You use that to use either national stuff or international stuff on the other side. I like to be diplomatic about this, and I like to have some peace with my neighbors. And so I will start by making peace with Argentina. Okay, slow down for a minute. Okay, so that's the country that's declaring war. Red means a country that's getting the war declared on. And you'll see the population drop here in a minute by quite a bit. Because World War III is going on. Now, I have a few bonuses from the levels I gained on this game. So, I have 3 million more population. And I have 5 more power per round. So... I'm upgrading through the ranks of the Illuminati, so... Anyways, you have things like declare war, nuke, which a nuke does exactly what you would expect a nuke to do, which is blow something up. Diplomacy, which means, you are diplomatic about someone and you try to improve relations. I just did sports event. Oh no, I did a welfare program. Anyways, welfare program fights my wealth inequality. This screen shows my country. It shows my population, happiness, stability, wealth infrastructure, and wealth distribution. It also shows my military, including force, aggro, terror, and terrain advantage. If my aggro gets too high, then my country will just start declaring war on random people for no reason. So I have to keep my aggro down. And I need to keep my force up in order to defend myself from other nations. Otherwise, my aggro will go up and my population will go down. Stability. Okay, you might see this purple country here. That's what happens when you have no stability. You enter civil war. I've never experienced a civil war, but it's pretty terrifying. Central Africa always ends up in civil war by the beginning of the game. Also, if a country becomes completely grayed out, that means the country is dead. It basically means it no longer exists. There are 2 ways to beat this game. By declaring war and making everyone fear you so much that they stop declaring war on each other. Or you could be diplomatic about it and become so peaceful that everyone will follow your example. Those are 2 ways to do it. I've done it both ways. Okay, so here's the thing that each thing does. Child bonus means your country will pay money to people who gets a child, and your population increases. Armament means you increase your force. Development will increase your infrastructure. Propaganda will increase how many points you get per round. Police force means police force will increase your stability. Surveillance will prevent terror, which that's another thing that's on here. I think terror goes up with your aggro eventually. peace festival, which will help decrease aggravation. Sports event will help increase happiness. Welfare program to help welfare distribution. And neutrality is a neat thing because if you're in a war, you can use neutrality to get out of that war really quickly, and no one can be able to declare war on you for a while. Declare war, of course, you know what that means. Nuke, you know what that means. Diplomacy, you know what that means. Maneuver is pretty cool. Maneuver means you do a military maneuver to increase someone's aggro. Make him mad, and he will start declaring war on everyone. Blackmail means you'll blackmail people, and planetary laser, that's the best part. Anyways, you might see the United States, anyway, let's increase the speed. First off, I would love to make peace with the United States. I'm gonna go a peaceful route this run, because being peaceful seems to be the easiest so far, and I've beaten 3 out of the 4 countries, just being peaceful, so... Oh yeah, neutrality turns your country yellow. Oh, I sent humanitarian support to Pakistan. Okay, so that's the thing, if a country is struggling, like Pakistan, for example, they're getting their butt kicked by multiple different countries and their aggro is increasing, I can send... Oh, North Korea. My force is weak. Oh, that's increasing my aggro, come on! North Korea, stop attacking! Okay, so I was gonna blackmail them, but I'm trying to go for a peaceful run. Come on, North Korea, stop! Neutrality? Gosh dang it. Really, North Korea? Okay, so that's a country I need to make peace with immediately. North Korea. My country relations. This is my relations screen. It shows how many relations I have with everyone. And people seem to be mad about me trying to make peace with North Korea. Nice. So North Korea is 1.3. I need to get above 3 for them to stop attacking me. And if my wealth is high enough, see, my country is a yellow. I'm gonna have to get a child bonus in order to improve my population. Okay, one more should do with North Korea. One more peace meeting should do with North Korea. And... hopefully I'm at peace with North Korea. By the way, South Korea is completely absent in this game. In fact, they don't even have any land. Okay, so I'm at peace with North Korea. Another country I have to worry about is the United States, because they become super aggressive, especially in the beginning of the game. I've tried playing as Finland, and Finland lies to you when it comes to difficulty. Finland should be a dark black. It's like extremely hard to play as Finland for some reason. Or I'm just not playing as Finland correctly. Watch this, I bet you someone will declare war on me as soon as the... Okay, so I've improved relations with the United States, and I'm drinking Mountain Dew, by the way. last time I drank something on camera was Five Nights at Candy's 2. Now that I have the two most aggressive countries pieced out. Oh, besides Turkey, that's another country I have to make peace with. You have to make peace with all the aggravating countries because there are countries that start off with aggravation. Otherwise, you would just win the game instantly. So some countries start off with aggros, so it could kick off World War III. Turkey, the United States, and North Korea are those countries. Brazil starts off with a little, but not enough for us to declare war on. Make sure I clicked on the right one. Yes, Leah? Whether I can do this. You want to watch me play my game, Leah?
Yeah. I can. I have time to.
Could you be quiet for me, though?
Yes.
Okay. And so what I need to do with Turkey is I need to get them pieced out immediately. Because they are quite aggro. They have quite high aggro. I think the maximum you could get is 20. I think Turkey starts off with like a 15. And so that's very worrisome. Okay. My force is also pretty weak. Oh, I have enough for a nuke. I can imagine me using that nuke in the future just in case someone decides to attack me. Let's have a peace festival.
As usual, well.
It's increased my military, so when we have to have a fight,
How many money are you getting?
propaganda.
How many money are you getting?
Lots. Oh yeah, I think the game starts in like 2025, so that seems like a reasonable time World War III would start. What country should we... Okay, I'm gonna finish up my peace deal with Argentina, and now I should have good relations with them. Yep, I also should have good relations with the United States. By the way, as you peace out with more countries, countries will start to like you because people like peaceful countries. Like, peaceful countries, like Switzerland. Switzerland is loved by a lot of people because how neutral they are. And so slowly but surely, if you keep piecing out with everyone, you could eventually piece out with everyone and stop the war immediately. Also, becoming a peaceful country means you'll become really powerful, actually, in this game.
So now we're gonna do the country's name.
And diplomacy, what's a country, Alaska. Oh yeah, Alaska's its own country in this game, so it's considered its own country in this game, so...
We're gonna do up the grapes, and I don't think they're food.
And Iran's that Civil War. It would be an awesome feature if the Civil War continues that it can split into two different countries. That would be awesome.
That would be really awesome for us.
By the way, just for the sake of the game, and having less countries, he united some of these nations, like the Baltic states. Leah, I'm trying to talk. The Baltic states, for example, the lowlands, Spain and Portugal, which should be called Iberia. West Africa, Central Africa, East Africa, South Africa. Turkey is just going ham in Europe. Okay. Oh, I can finish up piecing out with Alaska. There we go. Peaced out with Alaska. Also, being a peaceful nation means you're gonna get a lot of points.
A lot of points. I can take that and let his head out. Well, especially if it can. Because mine am the two blocks.
Okay. Police force, make sure that stability's up. Stability's going down slowly, but nothing to be completely worried about. My force is not too good. I could get wrecked in a war. My wealth distribution is pretty good. My wealth, pretty good as well. Okay. Let's start making peace with Pakistan because they are a pretty aggressive country right now. By the way, the game is randomized each time. Except for the beginning. But the game can become randomized depending on what happens and stuff. If a country gets declared war on a lot, they're going to have such a high aggro that they're just going to be really mad and declare war on everyone. There are even times where I saw, like, nations like Finland go ham and kick Russia's butt. Yeah, Finland. Then again, that's not a surprise. Finland has kicked the Soviet Union butt quite a few times in its history. Oh, who declared war on me? Diplomacy. Defend your nation, boys. Oh, wait! Oh, Turkey attacked me! Oh, no, wait. Never mind. And Russia's trying to just aggravate me. That's the thing with Russia. Oh, by the way, have you noticed that Turkey, since I'm at peace with them, they declared war on Russia? Yeah, that's why I'm at peace with them. So, that's why they declared war. That's a cool thing, by the way. Sometimes nations will see their allies struggle and, declare war on the enemy. Oh, Mongolia was the first to fall. Sorry, poor Mongolia. Okay, did any other country fall? Belarus! Belarus fell. I should go ahead. Try to get some peace deals up with India. India might become a problem later. You know,
That it might become a little.
Leah.
What?
I said shh. Just be quiet. Okay. I just increased my propaganda a little bit. That's pretty cool. Bye, Leah. Okay. Let's have a peace festival to decrease that aggro we had from the war with Russia. And, oh, by the way, I could beat this game in one episode. I might have an episode for each country as I play as, Brazil is a normal difficulty country, so they're quite easy. I've played as nations like Iraq, and playing as nations like Iraq is difficult. It's extremely difficult because you have such a high aggro at the beginning of the game. Turkey, for example, they start with such a high aggro. North Korea launched a terrorist attack on Indonesia. By the way, that's what happens when your terror goes too high. You begin terrorizing other countries. Oh, Finland fell! Finland! Poor Finland! Oh, Greece just fell right in front of me. It's just like, oh, I'm Greece. Blech. Yeah, I never see Greece survive in this, sadly. Turkey and Norway sign a peace treaty. Cool. Next nation I need to make peace with immediately is China. So using your diplomacy strategically means you have a higher chance of survival, because I used mine strategically by piecing out with nations that were being highly aggressive, and then afterwards I did not have to worry about that. I have enough for a nuke. Sadly, I'm not going to be using it this episode. By the way, the planetary laser is ridiculous. Small countries like Iraq and like Mongolia, they get wiped out by the planetary laser. Like, completely gone. They'd be grayed out. And I just pieced out with China. And there's China in the green. See what I mean by, most aggressive nations? The aggressive nations are the ones that I pieced out with. And see, since I'm becoming peaceful, people are starting to copy me because it's becoming the norm. And so most nations have signed peace with each other. The United States has finally signed peace with a lot of countries. China is slowly signing peace. Oh, Argentina. I sent humanitarian support to them earlier. Iran and Argentina sign a peace treaty. This game's just gonna end pretty soon. And that will end this episode of World Peace Simulator 2015. Next episode, I'll show you the warpath, and the warpath is much more difficult than the peace path. I've played the warpath as Germany. Actually, no, I played it as Canada. And playing as Canada is pretty easy. I wiped out all the countries near me, which was Greenland and Alaska. I wiped out Cuba, I wiped out Mexico, I wiped out all the nations who were being aggro. I've even helped the guys defeat China, who was being extremely aggressive. Turkey, the first aggro country to be defeated. Iran has fallen, and India is in a state of civil war. My phone just went off. Okay, I just got Dustin's phone number. By the way, we have Discord set up, and as soon as the civil war in India is over, that means that's going to be the last country going to peace, because I don't see anyone declaring war on each other. And I just took the peace path, which is the easiest path to go. Oh, never mind, Russia just... Gosh dang it, Russia. That was a moment. The aggressive countries like to start things back up as it's about to, end. India and Canada sign a peace treaty. How many nations have not signed a peace treaty yet? Ah, China and Russia are at it. The entire Western world is just peaceful. Usually Cuba is an aggro country, but North Korea was defeated. There goes another aggro country. China and Russia are usually all the superpowers are basically aggro countries. United States, China, Russia, India. Those four nations are usually the big superpowers that duke it out by the end. if you do not take the peace route. If you take the war path, though, by the way, there are certain paths that you have to take for certain countries. Like for Finland, you cannot take the war path. It's impossible to beat it as the war path because you have Russia right next to you. And if you make Russia mad, you're pretty much toast. USA sends humanitarian support to Russia. Russia and USA sign a peace treaty. Hooray! Russia and Germany sign a peace treaty? Oh, I think they just signed a peace treaty with NATO. New Zealand sends humanitarian support to Pakistan. When did Iran fall? And Russia sends us to war. Oh, India and China, the two most populated countries. By the way, the world is down to 2 billion. That's scary how a war can just do that. What country should I have peace with now? I should just keep improving relations with the United States. You never know, they could act up again. And China, I have enough for 4 nukes. You want me to nuke you 4 times? Because I'm pretty sure that's enough to weaken your economy. Hey China, don't make me send... I'm about to be able to have enough to send 5 nukes over to your butt and basically annihilate you. So you better stop aggravating other smaller countries, or else you're gonna get your butt whooped. Brazilian justice. I should prepare my armies just for that occasion. Okay, China. I'm afraid it came down to this. Boom! The game froze a little bit. By the way, I've made economies fall completely before. I have enough for a planetary laser. Meow. Their happiness has dropped. That's what you get, China. Oh, and another nuke to grow on. Look at China's economy fall. They just got whooped. How are my relations with China, by the way? Ugh. Wait. Relations for Brazil? My country relations. How do I hate myself? Oh, snap. I've made a lot of people mad. Was it the laser that made everyone mad? With China's economy finally falling, Okay, China. We've had it with you. I'm building up a force and marching in there. So you better prepare your behind. And I think that does it. No one's declaring war on each other. There's no civil wars going on. For the peaceful route to be successful, you cannot destroy a country. Otherwise, it wouldn't be considered a peaceful route. I just ticked down China a little bit. And victory should be here in a few minutes. So, until victory comes up... Ah, gosh dang it, India. Well, I'm gonna wait till I get a victory. Hold on. Okay, so I've managed to improve relations with China a little bit. The rest of my relations were completely obliterated by these past few times. Nations who I was at peace with did not go into the red, which was lucky for me because... Oh, also nations that were being attacked, I don't think they went into the red. Two nations are... Oh, there goes Russia. That civil war just made Russia fall. I can imagine that as a gray empire. That would be a large nation if... China's gonna fall here shortly. There's no stopping them from their economy falling after getting nuked 4 times. By the way, each enemy that I'm not at peace with at the end of the game will be considered a competitor, which makes me lose experience points. And so I am going to lose a lot of experience points that I'm going to gain in this run through. But I don't really care as long as the level's won. By the way, there's a zombie scenario in this. There's a create your own country scenario. There's even a sandbox where you can just mess around with the various types of stuff that they have in the game, including an H2O bomb, which is really freaking ridiculous if you just want to go on the warpath in the sandbox and just go around and wipe out countries over and over and over again if you want to. I'm thinking about buying those scenarios for money because the only one that's available is the zombie scenario, and I need master points, which I need to be above level 15 in order to play those scenarios, which is not going to happen anytime soon in the future. I played through the sandbox a little bit, and how's my wealth? Ugh. Well, I just sent out 2 welfare programs. Have some diplomacy with China. And Iraq fell. India's civil war has ended, and I think the game's gonna be over soon. Never mind! Gosh dang it, China. Hey, China, I have had it with you. Oh, by the way, I think if your hatred gets too low, I think everyone declares war on you. So I'm actually gonna test that off camera and try to get everyone to hate me. China's population is falling. Their force is falling. Their stability is dropping like a rock because I nuked them 2 times, actually 3 times, and I sent a large laser after them. I think if their stability goes too low, I think they just become civil war. Wonder how low your stability has to be in order to go into civil war. Looks like China's force is too low. You know what, China? I think it's time for you to just die already. You're the last agro country that we need to get rid of. Look, the USA is an agro country. They usually die because they're an agro country. And just look at you. Your nation is falling apart because I defeated you in a war. And they managed to defeat India. That's making a lot of countries mad. Let's see how China's relations are. They have good relations with me, of course. They probably have bad relations with Kazakhstan. That's not surprising. Bad relations from Thailand. That's not a surprise. I bet their relations with India was pretty terrible, too. Their stability is dropping. If I wanted to, I could send another nuke and would destroy them, and I do not want to be the cause of destroy them. I want them to lead to themselves to their own downfall. The nukes were just a kickstart. Their stability is dropping. And I think China will eventually. Looks like China is about to enter a civil war of their own. Actually, never mind. China's at it again. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna wait for China to BRB. China has not fallen yet. Their stability is rising. I think a war needs to be in order. I don't care about the peace route anymore. I'm defending and attacking China all at once. Smart. Nuke. My nation has basically become a superpower. Because I have nukes. Indonesia, why? I don't care about the peace route anymore. I'm just gonna annihilate China. They're the cause that's preventing us from having world peace. Boom. Increase army. Declare sports event to increase happiness. My force is 319. That's how powerful my army is. That's more powerful than the USA's army. Why do I hate myself? They can't even fight back. That's sad. Oh my gosh, that's sad. They can't even fight back. I bet everyone is scared of me right now. That's probably why they're not attacking. Like, they have Germany defending them, but saving up for a nuke. Their population is dropping. Oh my gosh, China's flickering between red and purple because I'm at war with them and they are in civil war. Woo! And I just leveled up. Okay, so that's World Peace Simulator 2015. Now here's where things get awesome. I can hire people to improve my things. So Novus increases my influence by 0.05. Minerval will help my country flourish, will increase my population by 3 million. Improve diplomacy by 1 on relations. The knight embodies strength and honor. He will increase the duration of neutrality by... I'm going to go with the patriarch because he seems like a very powerful dude. Anyway, here's the scenarios. There's the zombie scenario. Kim Jong's nuclear mayhem. Turns out North Korea actually is the superpower that Kim Jong claimed all along. Will you and your allies be able to survive a nuclear warfare against it? That's interesting. So can you play as North Korea in that scenario, or can he not? So this is basically just trying to survive Kim Jong Un's nuclear holocaust. There's also Conquest of the World, where you have one nation, and you own a nation, and there's my own country, where you start your own country. All you do is rename and then the almighty sandbox. You can even change your country while you're playing. So that'll be it. Thank you for watching. Bye.